Hi guys, well the clips you were looking at a moment ago, they were about 8 hours ago and I didn't even take a photo, just didn't feel quite right, the tide was a bit high. And then I'm sitting there at home at 10:30 in the evening and then I realised we had a nice full moon. Went out into the garden and yeah, the sky was glowing nicely, so I've come down the road to the same beach and literally while I've been setting it all up, the cloud has moved in. But I'm feeling brave. I'm going to go for it. I'm here, what the hell. So we're going to do a 1 hour exposure on HP5. ISO 800 will be the development. F8. Yeah, 1 hour. Let's just see what we end up with. If we end up with something good, it's just another testament to the power of film to just suck in light and create something. I've done my little trick with my head torch as well. I lit up the rocks in the foreground a little bit for about 20 seconds. Battery's pretty low on my torch, so it wasn't particularly bright. And the way I focused the camera was I basically put the my phone on this tripod in front of the camera about 15-20 feet away. Focused on that, I could see it so clearly. That worked really well actually. And then hopefully everything else beyond there will be in focus. Yeah, fingers crossed. F45, 1 second. That's it, my work is done. I can go home. Well, let's just hope these are good. It's a funny thing, you know, because in a way I've been kind of falling out of love with large format recently. I mean, I've only been doing it for a year. If all I did was large format, I know I'd just quit photography. It's just such a slow process, you know. It's a blessing and a curse. You do get the quality, but it's so slow, and there are so many things that happen in this world that happen in a split second that the chances of capturing those things with a large format is nigh on impossible, really. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, if this is good, then I'll take this into the darkroom and maybe do a print and film that. Yeah, gorgeous morning. Slept pretty well actually. Yeah, some weird dreams, but that's what happens when you sleep in the van. Well, I'm really starting to think this was the wrong one to do for a YouTube video, because this is turning into one of the toughest prints I've done so far. This was contrast 2.5, 15 seconds, and then I burnt in the sky for a further 15, and then I went over to contrast 0 again, 17 seconds, and then I burnt in the sky for 10. Everything through here is acceptable, shall we say, but the sky is looking very wishy-washy. This is okay. So the plan is to do another one, have a think, but I'm going to end up burning in the foreground, darkening this like that, and then I may end up burning in these areas here by hand and above the rocks, and then just with a card giving it extra light up here. This needs to darken up.